Minnesota Timberwolves win their first championship ever
Yep.
against the Los Angeles Clippers. Or at least you would have thought of that based on the reaction of Patrick Beverley.
I was gonna ask you about that because I didn't mind it too much just because the Timberwolves have sucked for so long, but I was like, okay, I don't know if it's that amazing.
He he threw his freaking jersey into the crowd and was in tears too. So I don't know. I mean, it was his old team, and he said he wanted some more money because he thought he was worth more, and they said no, and so then he went to the Timberwolves because they gave him the money.
Yeah.
And then he beat them, and you know Patrick Beverley, that man plays with his heart and soul.
Yeah.
And I think he's the definition of I took it personally.
Yeah.
So was a huge win. They don't even need to win another game, and frankly, they may not win another game.
The Timberwolves?
The Timberwolves.
You don't think they'll get any on the Grizzlies?
I wouldn't be surprised. I think they will. But I wouldn't be surprised.
I think the Timberwolves have a solid big three.
Well, I mean, D'Angelo Russell and Anthony Edwards were amazing, but I don't know who the... Oh, Patrick Beverley's the third guy. That's who you're talking about. Okay.
They had a solid big three.
Yeah, solid big three.
No, I can't believe Cat fouled out, though, and they were still able to win. Yeah,
they won this game despite Karl Anthony Towns' best efforts to throw it.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine if he plays good.
Let me just read you Towns' stat line. He was 3 for 11, which is 27% shooting, 0 for 2 on threes. He was 5 for 6 on free throws, really being like Joel Embiid, made more free throws than actual baskets. He had 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 4 turnovers. Yeah. And they were a minus 14 with him in the game. He had the worst plus minus of the whole freaking team.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the first half, especially, there were so many stupid ticky-tack fouls. It was getting so annoying. But they were calling it both ways. And
I don't know why the coach didn't sub him out.
Yeah, when he got his 4th foul at halftime, I'm like, why? Or before halftime, I'm like, why is Towns still in? What are you doing? I don't even know who the coach is. And until
I don't either.
What I loved about this game, in the regular season, I would never watch a Clippers Timberwolves game.
Yeah.
It'd just be boring.
Exactly.
But this, I was on the edge of my seat. This was so exciting and fun to watch.
I know.
But I didn't know who the coach was. Then they show the interview, and I'm like, oh, that's who it is.
Yeah.
I couldn't have picked him out of the crowd. He looks like some guy's dad.
No, I was impressed with Anthony Edwards, though. I mean, this is his first game that really matters. And he gets 30 points.
And then D'Angelo Russell had I don't remember how many, but he had a crap ton in the 4th quarter that put them up.
I know I think he only had 3 points after the first quarter. Or did he not have any in the first quarter?
I don't think he had any. Yeah, D'Angelo Russell was not doing anything either, and that's why I was like, oh, they're going to Clippers are going to run away with this game. Because you and I, we both picked the Clippers to win.
Because I thought Paul George would... I mean, he played good, but I thought he would bring him home.
I mean, he had 34 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals on 41% shooting. So I'd say he played a really good game.
He could have shot better from the floor. 10 for 24, that's not the best.
I don't know, that's playoff P stats right there.
That's true.
I think that was pretty good.
For playoff P, that was a great game.
Yeah, this was my thing, though, is you knew after halftime, if Towns is in, everyone's going at him. Yeah. They're going to exaggerate every contact.
Exactly.
And I thought Towns' first few fouls were, stupid, but, okay, you have 4 fouls. You have to be smart now. And his next 2 were just, a dumb over-the-back foul on Marcus Morris, or Marcus or Markeith. Which more? One of the more Marcus Morris.
Yeah, Marcus Morris.
An over-the-back foul on a rebound that he clearly was already going to get. Towns, you got to be smarter than that.
Seriously.
But yeah, I think this gives hope if you are a Timberwolves fan.
Yeah, I think be a playoff team for the next few years. I mean, they got
Yeah.
great young players, so
Yeah, it was promising because you could still win without your best player.
Well, they had Anthony Edwards.
Yeah. Well, no, but statistically, it's Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, no. But so who do you have? What are you predicting?
Oh wait! Before we move on to predictions,
you don't want to
we
predict yet?
forgot to talk about the biggest surprise of the game, which was glue hands. Did you see that at all? So some lady in the it was like the second quarter, just runs down onto the court and freaking glues her hands onto the in the restricted area in the paint.
What?
And they're the security's trying to remove her, but they can't because her hands are stuck to the ground. And the commentators were like, is she writing something? I think she's writing something racially charged on the court. She must be protesting all the fouls. And it's like, no, she just
glued her
hands. New definition to the.
No, I must have just not been watching during that part.
It was the funniest thing to see live, and they didn't even really show it.
Yeah.
You just kind of saw it for a brief second, and then they, of course, cut away because they don't want any. Can you still hear me? You're frozen.
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they cut away quickly so that you can't so it doesn't encourage the behavior, but you just hear the commentators and all the players are just cracking up laughing. Both sides, what the F is this lady doing?
That's so crazy. I had no idea. I must have been getting food or something during that time.
What's hilarious is the Timberwolves then went on a 9-0 run right after to tie the game.
Good luck.
So it worked.
Was that kind of towards the end?
No, this was in the second quarter.
Oh, weird. I don't know what I was doing, but
yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know. Funniest thing ever.
Predictions.
So I think I'm picking Grizzlies in 5.
I'm doing Grizzlies in 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think.
Go
ahead.
Or
I'll explain my reason. So I think because these are both really young, pretty inexperienced teams, and the Grizzlies are just way better.
Yeah.
I don't think either coach is that much better. I don't really know.
Well, I think the Grizzlies coach is up for Coach of the Year.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then the Grizzlies coach is, but I don't even know who the Grizzlies coach is.
I don't either.
But yeah, so I would give the coaching edge to him, and then Ja Morant's definitely going to be the best player.
See, but I think the only reason I feel like it's going to be in 6 or a closer series is because the Grizzlies have the best player, and then the Timberwolves have the next 3 best players. So I feel like that might go.
That is true, but then everyone else on the Grizzlies is better.
That's true.
Than the Timberwolves.
Yeah, because
I could just be saying that because I literally don't know anyone on the Timberwolves besides
Beverly.
Anthony Edwards, Patrick Beverly, Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell. I only know those 4 players.
Malik Beasley's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's on that team.
But no, yeah, I mean the Grizzlies are definitely deeper. So I mean we both agree they're gonna win, and it won't go 7.
We'll just see if it's in 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So
anyway, pretty entertaining game.
Yeah. I think that's. Oh wait, did we want to talk about the Clippers a little bit?
No, I don't care.
I think they'll win. Whoever wins the Pelicans Spurs game.
Yeah, I do too.
Also, I am super impressed with Tyronn Lue.
Yeah.
And if the GM. We always got to bring in LeBron in every video we talk about.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, LeBron haters. But everyone's like, LeBron's running the team. Well, LeBron wanted Tyronn Lue as the head coach.
I know.
And he got Frank Vogel.
They could have hired Monty Williams, too. And I'm like, why did you not listen? Don't listen to LeBron when it comes to players, but he knows coaches pretty well who can coach. Like
Well,
those
and
are.
I think he knows players pretty well too.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think
If you
he
want to take
basically.
his, like, the one people don't agree with is Russell Westbrook, but everyone else after that.
Well, no one on the team was good though, and he basically picked all of them.
I don't think he picked all of them.
I think he wanted Melo, Trevor Ariza, um, Wayne Ellington, Kent Bazemore, guys who literally never played.
Yeah.
But and THT, he always says is so good, sucks.
Well, he also wanted to keep Alex Caruso.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
the Lakers didn't feel like paying him the money.
I know.
So.
I'm like, anyway.
Not that Alex Caruso. It's amazing. We're talking about the Clippers, and then we just end up talking about the Lakers.
Typical.
Sorry, Clippers, you're still the JV team,
Yeah.
even though you're the team in the play-in.
Yep.
It's just how it is.
Anyway, I think they'll win against the Pelicans
Even
or
though-
the Spurs.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I guess I did have the Clippers and the Spurs for winning the play-in tournament, but I'm changing that now.
Oh. Yeah, you didn't even have the Timberwolves.
I thought they would lose both. I was wrong.
Yep. Better pay up.
Hey, any other time, if you were to tell me Towns would foul out with like 4 points in the game, I would have been like, oh yeah, they for sure lose.
You didn't have 4 points at 12.
He had 11.
Oh, whatever. 11, 12. Whatever.
Either way, if you told me Towns was
Yeah.
going to play the worst game of his whole freaking career
Yeah.
last night and they'd still win, I'd be like, impossible.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway, good luck, Timberwolves.
Yep.
We'll see what they can do against the Grizzlies.
it'll be a fun series, though.
Yeah.
A new rivalry.
Maybe.